When you're creating a table in Excel, you often want to delete rows, add columns, delete columns. And one way to do this is by moving cells. For example, I have an empty row here, so I'm going to move row C and D one row up. I selected the cells I want to move up, then place my cursor somewhere on the edge of my selection and drag my selection upwards. This is one way to organize my table, but this is not very convenient. This only works if you have a very small table like this one. Let me undo this and show you a better way to add, move or remove rows and columns. First, I'm going to show you how to remove or delete this row. You can select a row by clicking the gray button in front of a row. Now I selected row 4 of my entire sheet, and to delete row 4, right-click row 4 and choose Delete. Next example, I want to add a column between these two columns. Then right-click on the gray button of column C and choose Insert. And I got an extra column on the left side of the column I clicked. Let's undo this. Next, I'll show you how to move a column. And let's say I want to move column 4. I want to move column 4 to the right. I'm not going to select the cells like I did now, but I'm going to click on this gray button. This way I selected the entire column of my sheet. Then I'm going to put my cursor somewhere on the left or right border of my selection and drag the entire column somewhere to the right. Now column D is not really deleted, it is emptied. And again, undo. And what I'm going to do now is move column 2, but I want to place it between column 1 and 3. If I use the same method as before, then Excel will give me a warning or an error message. If I put it here and release the mouse, Excel gives me a warning because what I'm about to do is replace this data with the data from column E. This is not what I want, so I press cancel. What you want to do is select column E, then drag this column, but while you are dragging this column, press the Shift key on your keyboard, and now you can place the data between two columns. So I put it between column B and C and release the mouse. And now I placed column 2 between column 1 and column 3. Now the last thing I want to show you is how to create a copy of a column. I selected column C, then again drag the column to the right. But if you want to make a copy instead of moving the column, you press Ctrl Shift, and now you see a plus sign next to my cursor, which means I'm going to create a copy now. And now I have a copy of column 2. And of course, in the same way I added, deleted or moved columns, I can also do this with rows.